you really want to make sure that all of the hard effort and timeline associated with fully engineering a thing that's the right size, that once you do all that work, people actually want it. And so it's really important to build those prototypes that answer that question ahead of time, and make sure the thing that you're building people will love eventually. I think that's a really important part of the process. When you are also trying to demonstrate functionality, you don't always need to cram it in the box that it needs to be later on. And so it's fine sometimes to have big, unmanageable circuit boards all cobbled together, some giant Frankenstein setup that just shows that the building blocks of the thing you're trying to put together perform in the way that you expect it to. And they work with software systems, or they work with your phone, or they can perform at the speed and reliability that you want. There's a lot of those very functional technical questions you can answer without a thing being held in the palm of your hand. First of all, just have a bill of materials is something that it takes a lot of people to get to the point of actually having, just to catalog the full inventory of everything that's in your product. A lot of times you almost take it for granted because you kind of have it in your head, but really just making that list early on is just an important thing. As far as optimizing the BOM, the best thing you can do for yourself is to make sure that your product carries lots of value for your users in its use case. And that is totally separate from how much your thing costs to produce. To make sure that people it represents value in some use case and solves a pain point for people in the real world. And so if your product generates lots of value, that actually just relieves some pressure on how much your thing actually costs. I think there's very few products that are good that started off trying to be cheap and also were cheap and good. I think more often a product is designed to be really great and offer lots of value, and once that's proven, then they can take cost out of the product and figure out how to make it more cheaply. Again, it goes back to the kind of the value thing. Like you want a product that offers so much value that you don't have to nickel and dime yourself from the very beginning. A lot of people also do this very optimistic math where they say, once I start making hundred thousands of this thing, then it'll be cost effective. And sometimes they never get there to even give themselves the chance to. So it's great to look forward to those things as opportunities, but you really want to have something that can be making money even when you're making thousands of a thing, to even give yourself a chance to be making even more money later. I just probably encourage people not to be overly optimistic about the future. I think one of the biggest things is to treat every one of your suppliers like you would treat somebody on your team. I think that goes to how you initially choose them. Just like you would go through a very rigorous hiring process and an interview process, you should go through the same process with a prospective vendor, because you're going to be investing lots of time in bringing them up, and you want them to be a long-ish term partner in your business. So you're going to want to work very well with them personally. You want to be the right size business so that you're a big enough customer that they care a lot about you, but not so big of a customer that they don't have some upside to support you if your business goes especially well. They have some room to grow with you. You want to be able to pick up the phone and get on the line with an executive at somebody in your supply chain. And so I think really treating all of those people as partners, not just as vendors that you're going to throw a design over the fence to and parts are going to show up in the mail, but really treat them like you would a team member. Overall, and I guess I keep coming back to it, is making sure that your product offers a great deal of value to your customers over time, and that really gives you the space to invest in quality materials and build a product that lasts a long time. It really gives you, if you're solving a real pain point for real people, then it gives you the space to make a great product. And if you don't nail that part, no amount of engineering optimization really solves the problem for you.